The 4 best times of year to buy a car and when you really ought to be staying home. Hi, I'm Kevin Hunter, the Homework Guy, a car buying expert with 16 plus years in the industry. When buying a car, unless you're a skilled car buying coach, timing definitely matters. The average car buyer could walk into a dealership 1 month and then overpay by thousands only to see the same car heavily discounted the very next month. At the Homework Guy, we've tracked years of market patterns, manufacturer incentives, and dealer behavior to bring you a proven breakdown of when to buy and when to stay far away. Let's dig into the best months to buy, backed by hard data, industry experience, and insights you won't get from a dealer. The amazing Elizabeth joins me now.
Thanks, Kevin. So why trust our advice? First off, our experience is over 16 years of helping car buyers avoid scams and overcharges. Our expertise: we are a team of former dealership insiders turned into consumer advocates, and we've helped thousands of clients save $3,000 to $5,000 per vehicle. We're also trustworthy with our 4.9 star average on Google reviews with 0 ads or dealer influence. Take it away, Kevin.
The 4 best times of year to buy a car. Number 1 is late December. Everybody ought to have known that, but especially the last week of December. Now, why it works? Dealers have multiple quotas to hit: monthly, quarterly, and yearly. December wraps all 3 into one, making it the most aggressive discount month of the year. Manufacturer incentives often peak here too, especially on leftover models. A pro tip: be ready to start buying around December 30 or 31st and go in late in the day. Managers get desperate to hit goals and are far more likely to say yes to steep discounts. For example, a 2025 vehicle that was stickered at $36,000 in August might sell for under $32,000 with bonus cash and dealer flexing by year end.
That's right. The second best time to buy a car is the end of the month, any month. And here's why this works. Salespeople and managers have monthly quotas, often tied to performance bonuses. A dealership 2 to 3 cars short of its goal will give you far more leverage on the 28th than on the 15th. So the best time to shop? The last 2 to 3 days of any month. And this comes from real-world data. According to Edmunds, Cox Automotive, the average discount on vehicles sold during the final days of the month is 5 to 10% greater than early month sales.
Number 3, end of the quarter matters too, like March, June, September, and December. Why it works? Just like the end of the month, quarter end deadlines drive performance-based bonuses, but this time it's at every level: salespeople, managers, and even the dealership franchise itself. Many manufacturers, Toyota, Ford, Honda, etc., offer quarterly performance incentives to dealerships. If a dealer hits their quarterly volume goal, they may unlock higher per-car bonuses, additional inventory allocations, and they love those, factory-paid kickbacks, or co-op advertising dollars. That's why some of the steepest discounts you'll ever see happen in the last 3 to 5 days of March, last 3 to 5 days of June, September, and especially December, when quarterly and year-end targets overlap. Now, here's how you can use it. Ask the dealer outright: are you close to your quarterly goal? If they are, they'll say, yes, I'm ready to buy today if you're willing to be aggressive on pricing. Even if they dodge the question, the fact that you know how the system works puts pressure on them to offer their best price. So here's a real-world example. Clients working with the Homework Guy have reported as much as $2,000 to $4,000 off MSRP on mainstream vehicles at end of quarter compared to the middle of the month.
That's right. Number 4, there's also the model year-end clearance, and that's from August to October. Here's why this works. Dealerships want the old models gone before the new ones arrive. You'll often find big rebates on the outgoing model year, especially for cars that didn't sell well. It's a perfect time to buy if you don't care about having the latest model, if you're buying a reliable vehicle with very few yearly changes. For example, buying a 2025 Honda CR-V in September when the 2026 models start arriving can net $1,500 to $3,000 more in savings. Now let's look at the other side of the coin. If there's a best time to buy for the average car buyer, is there also a worst time? Yes,
definitely. So some worst times to buy a car. Number 1, tax return season. This is between February and April. It's when everyone shops because they have a little extra ching in their pocket from their tax return, and dealers know it. Demand spikes and discounts just seem to evaporate.
Yes.
Dealers often increase prices or reduce incentives during this window, especially for budget vehicles popular with the refund-type shoppers.
Secondly, too early in the month. The sales teams are relaxed. There's no pressure. Fewer incentives are typically in play. You'll be treated like you have all the time in the world, and they're far less flexible.
Number 3, new model launch season, spring and summer. Newly released models are rarely discounted. Expect sticker price or worse, MSRP plus a market adjustment. Avoid buying just because a flashy new feature hit the lot. Let the hype cool down and discounts will return.
Here's a homework guide tip. Control the conversation. When you're ready to time your purchase right, make sure you're always controlling the conversation. So always ask for that written out the door price before visiting the dealership. Shop multiple dealerships online and be willing to walk away if the price isn't right. Remember, dealers plan their pricing strategy around your emotions. You win by sticking to logic and timing.
A bonus right here, how to lock in the best deal once you pick your timing. Number 1, use our blog, How to Get the OTD Price Without Dealer Tricks. It's available right on our website. Number 2, want help? Our hassle-free car buying service does it all for you, and it pays for itself and then some. Number 3, if you're doing it yourself before signing, use our legal violation checkup to catch any shady fees or contract language.
That's right. We are trusted, proven, on your side. The Homework Guide team has guided thousands through the best timing and negotiation strategies for buying a car. Whether you're financing, paying cash, or trading in, we've got your back. Have a timing-related question? You can text me at 701-441-3399 or visit thehomeworkguy.com and use the chat feature. Remember, it's not just about when you buy, it's about how you buy, and we teach you both of these things.
Why timing matters for most buyers, but not when you hire a pro? For the average car buyer, timing isn't just helpful. It can be the single most powerful negotiation tool that you have as an unskilled car buyer. Most shoppers walk into a lot without any real leverage, unsure of market trends, unaware of dealer incentives, and too focused on monthly payments. They're walking into a battle with no armor. Timing, however, can change that. When you shop during high-pressure periods for dealers like end of month, end of quarter, model year-end clearance, end of day, yes, even that, you give yourself an edge.
Why? Because dealerships have goals to hit. These goals are often tied to OEM bonus programs, allocated inventory from manufacturers, quotas for salespeople or managers, franchise retention performance metrics, and let's face it, their own paycheck. When they're short of those goals, they get desperate. That's when the customer can win.
But here's the catch. Timing alone is never a guarantee. Most buyers don't know what a vehicle should cost in the current market, which incentives are stackable versus dealer only, whether they're being quoted a legitimate OTD price or one packed with bogus fees. That's why even shoppers who try to time it right can still get ripped off. But are there situations where timing doesn't matter? Yes.
So why would timing not really matter? Well, it's when you use the Homework Guy service. Here's the difference. A seasoned Homework Guy coach can get you the best deal year-round, whether it's the 15th of a slow month or a Tuesday in February. Here's why. Because we don't rely on timing gimmicks like the average car buyer who doesn't have experience. We use real-time market data for pricing leverage, line-by-line contract reviews to eliminate junk fees, direct negotiation with sales managers bypassing the games, and legal knowledge of TILA, UDAP, and franchise agreements, dealer accountability. Yes, they know we're watching and documenting.
Even during peak shopping months when dealers are less motivated, our team cuts through inflated pricing by controlling the road to the sale. We recognize when a discount is a fake rebate tied to dealer financing. We send you to dealers that play fair, not games.
Yes.
That's why clients who come to us don't have to wait for the right time. We create the right time by knowing how to corner the dealer legally, tactically, and ethically. Summary: time it right or hire the team who doesn't have to. So let's look at the buyer type and who needs to time the purchase and why it matters. So the average shopper absolutely has to time the purchase, and it matters because they have limited leverage, lack data, vulnerable to tricks. The Homework Guy client doesn't have to time it. They're armed with a coach, skips the games, gets pre-negotiated OTD deals.
For our hassle-free car buying service, all you need to do is tell us what type of vehicle you want, and we do all the rest. We have the best return on investment in the industry. We eliminate the guesswork. We avoid dealer tricks and hidden fees. We keep your stress and time investment at zero. If you want in, visit thehomeworkguy.com now. The 99 phone call in our store tab gets you started, and usually by the next day, we'll match you with a seasoned car coach, and they take it from there. Buying a car doesn't have to be hard. Let us prove it to you.
To everyone who tuned into our show today, you guys rock. God bless you all. I'm Kevin Hunter, the Homework Guy, signing off on behalf of Alex Stevens, our auto expert, the amazing Elizabeth, our master negotiator, and the entire Homework Guy team. Stick around as we conveniently scroll through some of our recent Google reviews of our hassle-free car buying service. As always, thanks for watching.